cycling once, and yes, we've all had those embarrassing moments.
So in this video, we're going to take a look at some of those embarrassing things and make sure that they don't happen to you.
It's going to be interesting.
It is. And by the way, making mistakes is what's part of getting into a new sport, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's what makes up the rich tapestry of cycling. What happened to you actually, Manon?
Oh, well, it's quite embarrassing actually. I forgot to unclip at the traffic lights and just toppled over into the hedge. Don't tell anyone, please.
No.
When you're new to cycling, there can be a lot to think about. The bike, the gears, the lycra, the clippers pedals, it can be a lot to get your head around.
But we're going to step on board here and make sure you don't make this mistake, okay? Don't wear your bib shorts inside out. The padding is designed to be worn on the inside, not on the outside. Now, don't worry if you made this mistake, but if it does happen to you, on your next ride, try and wear your shorts the right way around. Otherwise, you could get a pretty sore bum.
Yeah. Oh, and one more thing. You don't need to wear underwear underneath your cycling shorts. I just wish someone had told me that when I first got into cycling.
A lot of shaking.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah. We've all had this in our cycling lives, commonly known as the fourth cat tat or the cycling tattoo. You're not sure how or when it got there, but at some point on your ride, your calf must have touched your oily chainring. I mean, it is a free tattoo.
Oh, and it's just the worst when you don't even know it's there and you're riding along and your buddy points it out and there it is, right there on your calf. Oh, you've got to ride the whole way home in shame.
You've actually got one on your calf, Connor, but it's underneath your lungs. I'm not sure how you managed to do that. You should probably sort it out.
No. Didn't even know it was there.
You're out on a lovely long ride, a long way from home, enjoying the ride, and the next thing, you find yourself in a mechanical situation and you're stranded. Now, this wouldn't be too bad if I'd brought my saddlebag and my spares and my multi-tool, but well, I forgot them today, didn't I? Hey, Mum, you right? You busy? Would you mind coming and pick me up? No. Oh, right, okay. I'll try Dad, okay, bye. Hey, Dad, you're right. You running a half marathon? No, it's a sticky situation to be in, and there is two ways out of this situation. You could, one, call home and ask very nicely and politely if they're willing to give you a lift back, and if not, well, it could be your lucky day and a fellow cyclist could pass and give you a helping hand.
You okay, Manon?
Well, no, Connor. I've got myself into a bit of a mechanical situation and I've forgot my multi-tool and spares.
Yeah, well,
do you have any?
Yeah, I do actually. I've got a small multi-tool, some inner tubes and some tyre levers, and I really recommend bringing the same with you out on your rides. You don't need to bring your whole toolbox, but some small spares will really be helpful and get you out of any problems you might encounter on your ride. And if you need to learn more about how to maintain your bike, we do actually have a book out at the moment, the GCM maintenance book, which will teach you everything you need to know about bike maintenance.
It's a great piece of literature.
As you progress on your cycling journey, you'll soon discover clipless pedals. Now, these are great because they allow you to pedal really efficiently by securing your cycling shoes to your pedal. But if you don't practice with them at first, they can be a bit tricky to get used to and lead to a few embarrassing situations when you get out on the road and you stop at traffic lights or stop junctions and you're not too sure how to get out of them. I'd recommend practicing clipping in and out of your pedals before you do hit the open road. You want to make sure that this is second nature before you go out and potentially cause yourself an embarrassing mishap. Now, I'd recommend doing this on a static trainer or maybe some soft grass where you can cushion your landing a little bit. But what you really want to do is just get a feel of how your specific pedal works, getting used to that heel movement and securely getting into that pedal.
In cooler conditions, it's always best to slightly overdress than underdress because you can always take layers off.
Yeah, I've been out riding in the middle of winter and been absolutely freezing, wearing every single item of clothing that I own. And then I've seen another cyclist pass me in a shorts and jersey combo, and I just thought, how are they still riding? They must be so cold. Or maybe, Manon, I'm just soft.
You are pretty soft, to be fair, Connor. Another thing to bear in mind is when you're going uphill, you're going to be working a lot harder and working up a lot more heat. So when you get into the downhills, you're going to get a lot cooler. So it's always best to pack another spare layer in your back pocket so you can whack it on when you go downhill.
Yeah, or you can do your jersey up like so. And if you want to learn a little bit more about how to ride in different climates, myself and Hank actually did a video, overdressing versus underdressing, where Hank rode in shorts and jersey in really freezing conditions, and I think he still has nightmares from it.
Yeah, I don't envy him. You might have already noticed this when you've been out on your bike and you've passed a fellow cyclist and they've given you a nod, a wave, or even a hi. It's nice to acknowledge fellow cyclists that enjoy the same hobby as you. A wave and a smile can go a long way, and it will probably make someone's day. All right, Connor, nice to see you.
Now, you don't have to do this to every passing cyclist. It could be a challenge if there's loads of cyclists on your route, but it can be nice to do it from time to time, and you never know when you might need someone's help at the side of the road, and it's also a great way of putting a fellow rider in a good mood. So those were 6 things not to do when new to cycling, and if we did miss anything, as always, please let us know in the comment section down below.
And if you did enjoy this video, then please give it a big thumbs up.
Now we better get going, Manon. Luckily, you're riding home with me, seeing as I brought my spares.
That is very true. I could be camping out in a hedge tonight.
You could. Owe me one, you do. All right, come on.
I'll buy you a coffee at the cafe.